A monkey earns $95,000 a year, an apartment with a large courtyard, a 75-inch television, a $4,000 leather couch, closets full of new clothes with the tags still attached, a kitchen jam-packed with unused appliances, checks its bank account with apprehension. Just 2 paychecks away from a crisis. Another monkey has an annual income of $52,000, lives in the exact same neighborhood. Its furniture is just like everyone else's. Only owns items that are truly necessary. Checks its bank account completely unbothered. Has enough money saved up to cover 18 months of expenses. Puts 20% of its income into investments. The monkey earning half as much has a financial cushion that is 10 times greater. The point isn't about having a high income. It's about comprehending the hidden connection between belongings and money. Let me explain. You pay twice for every item you purchase. The first cost is obvious. That is the purchase price. But the second cost is hidden and is often much higher. The second cost includes storage, maintenance, mental energy, and opportunity cost. That treadmill takes up 20 square feet of space, and a square foot of space costs anywhere from $30 to $50 a year. This means you spend between $600 and $1,000 annually just to store this equipment in your home. Maintaining that boat eats up 10% of its value every year. Simply owning a $30,000 boat demands $3,000 a year. Every single item also requires cleaning, organizing, and looking after. Research shows that excessive clutter increases stress hormones. Your possessions are literally causing you stress. Furthermore, there is an opportunity cost. A $15,000 home gym could have been $15,000 invested in index funds, growing to $50,000 over 15 years. You bought a gym instead of your future financial freedom. When you add up the hidden costs, owning items often turns out to be more expensive than just buying them. Now, let me outline the 6 rules that separate the monkeys who have money from the ones who don't. Rule 1. Before buying, calculate the cost per single use. Before making a purchase, estimate how many times you will actually use the item. Divide the total price by that number. This will show you the cost per use. This is the only clear measure of true value. A $200 jacket worn twice comes out to $100 per wear. A $400 jacket worn 200 times comes out to $2 per wear. In reality, the expensive jacket ends up being cheaper. This immediately eliminates thoughtless, emotional purchases. A $300 kitchen gadget used twice a year costs $150 per use. Absurdly expensive. Math completely shatters marketing and emotion. It clearly shows what actually makes sense. Rule 2. Implement the replacement test on everything you own. Take a good look around your home. Observe every single item. Ask yourself a simple question. If this item disappeared today, would I spend money to get a new one to replace it? Be honest. Would you buy another fondue set? Would you replace that dust-gathering bread maker with a new one? For most items, the answer will be no. They are there out of inertia, not out of necessity. Thoughtless purchases, obligatory and excessive gifts, leftovers from past hobbies. These items carry a negative value. They drain your space and your mental energy without bringing any benefit. Get rid of the items that fail the replacement test. If they have value, sell them. Donate the ones that can be useful to others. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but then it brings a sense of freedom. The psychological burden of owning unnecessary things is extremely heavy. Relieving yourself of this burden creates space in your mind. Rooms will feel even more spacious. Making any kind of decision becomes much easier. You will know exactly where everything belongs. Rule 3. Never upgrade an item just out of boredom. Here is a pattern I constantly notice. Monkeys earn a good income, yet they have nothing to show for it. They upgrade perfectly fine, working items simply because they are bored. The television works beautifully, but the new model supposedly has better contrast. The phone operates flawlessly, but the newest release supposedly has a superior camera. These upgrades might feel like improvements. In reality, these are wealth-destroying steps disguised as progress. Never replace something that is functioning properly. The average American monkey replaces its phone every 2 to 3 years, even if the previous one works perfectly. Over 30 years, these excessive purchases result in $30,000 to $50,000 of unnecessary waste. If we apply this formula across all categories, lifetime waste exceeds $200,000. An item remains valid until it completely fails to do its job. Boredom is not the same as an item being defective. The desire for something new does not mean the old thing is broken. Only an actual breakdown counts as a failure. Everything else is just marketing, convincing you to solve problems you don't even have. Rule 4. Make spending money complicated and saving money effortless. A monkey's behavior follows the path of least resistance. If spending is easy and saving is hard, you will spend. If saving is easy and spending is hard, you will save. Adjust your environment so that making the right choice becomes the easy choice. Complicating spending means deleting saved credit card details from online stores, requiring a 24-hour waiting period before buying non-essential items, deleting online shopping apps. Making saving easier means setting up automatic transfers to investment accounts on payday, executing the contribution process before you even see the money yourself. These structural changes are much more important compared to willpower. Willpower runs out. Your environment, however, is constant. A monkey who has deleted its shopping apps simply cannot make an emotional, impulsive purchase in the heat of the moment. Do not be overly confident that you will consistently make the right decisions. Tailor systems that make the right decisions automatically. The 24-hour waiting rule alone prevents 70% of emotional purchases. If you don't act immediately, most desires naturally fade away within a day. Before buying expensive equipment for your craving, rent or borrow it first to test whether your interest is genuine or temporary. Rule 5. Understand the lifestyle multiplier effect. Every single item is connected to other items. A boat requires a trailer, a vehicle, storage fees, maintenance supplies, safety gear, and special clothing. A purchase that seems isolated at first glance actually creates a whole chain of tied-in purchases. A pool requires chemicals, cleaning equipment, covers, furniture, maintenance tools, and landscaping. Before making a major purchase, calculate the cost of its entire ecosystem. A $5,000 purchase might actually amount to $8,000 or $12,000 once multiplier costs are factored in. This turns a seemingly reasonable purchase into a blatantly excessive expense. The multiplier also works in reverse. Getting rid of one major item eliminates an entire category of tied-in expenses. Selling a boat means no more storage fees, insurance, registration, maintenance, and towing costs. The saved funds far exceed the price of the item itself. Rule 6. Measure wealth by optionality, not by accumulated possessions. The conventional perspective measures wealth by what you own: houses, cars, belongings, and visible markers. Measure wealth from a different angle. Measure yourself by the choices you are able to make. Can you quit a job that is ruining your mental health? Can you take 6 months of leave for a family emergency? Do you have the ability to start a business without a guaranteed income? Can you retire before turning 65? These very options are what define true wealth. These opportunities are only available to those monkeys who have a significant gap between their income and their expenses. A monkey pretending to earn $200,000 but spending $195,000 has practically no choices. It is chained to the necessity of earning an income. A monkey earning $80,000 and spending $45,000 of it has immense optionality. It can weather unexpected hardships. It can take risks. It can make decisions based on its own desires, not out of financial necessity. Optionality requires liquid resources like cash, etc., far more than physical possessions. Money tied up in a car you don't really need cannot buy you freedom when you actually need it. Every purchase is not just a simple exchange of money for an object. It is trading your optionality for a possession. Is this item truly worth reducing your ability to make free choices in life? Here is what you can do starting right now. This week, walk through your home and do the replacement test. Identify 10 items you would not replace if they disappeared. Sell them, donate them to charity, or throw them away. This month, implement the 24-hour rule for non-essential purchases. Observe how many of your desires survive the waiting period and how many fade away. This quarter, calculate and sort your possessions into 3 categories. Set a maximum threshold based on the items you truly use. Clarify for yourself what enough actually means. What kind of home is sufficient? What kind of car is appropriate? Write these rules down. Whenever temptation arises, refer back to what you have written. Let me tell you something nobody else will. Owning less stuff generates more money. Having more money makes owning less stuff feel completely natural. When your accumulated savings are stable and your investments are growing, the urge to hoard belongings diminishes. You don't need possessions to feel successful because your bank account tells you everything you want to hear. This creates a successful rule. Spending less leads to saving more. Saving more creates security. Security reduces the drive to spend money. Each rule strengthens the next. The choice between these rules determines your financial trajectory far more than your income ever could. High earners who fall into a destructive rule build absolutely nothing. Average earners riding a successful cycle can create everything. The owner of that apartment, earning $52,000 a year with 18 months of savings, is a monkey who consistently applied these rules. It didn't reach this level thanks to an exceptionally large income. It got there because it knew exactly what truly matters. The apartment of the monkey earning $95,000 a year, separated from a crisis by just 2 paychecks, belongs to a monkey who never questioned the notion that more stuff equals a better life. Both of these lifestyles are accessible to everyone, regardless of income. The choice is yours. Do you want to own your necessary possessions, or are you okay with your possessions owning you? Fewer possessions mean more financial freedom. Optionality is true wealth. Math supports this choice. So does peace of mind. Thank you for watching. Stay smart. Protect your freedom. Remember, monkeys together strong.